vision.
Gridiron domination on Plaza, and this is the first game of the series, and we have yet to see ZaNe in any playstyle, so it's going to be pretty cool to see this team. And we're going to start off watching ZaNe Fame using that M8, somewhat predictable, everybody's using the M8, but you know, I want to see how ZaNe does, and I'm not too familiar with the team, haven't really seen them play, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think it would be a really interesting mashup. I did see their KDs, and they do look like they're a sniping team. Their most used weapons are the single-hand snipers, whichever you want to call them, the DSR-50 and the Ballista. So I want to see how they play out, because their KDs were, all of them were actually not above 1.0, the closest being 0.85. So I want to see if they can pull this out and win against Gridiron, because Gridiron is probably one of the best teams in this league.
Yeah, Gridiron definitely a competitive team, but worth mentioning, Gridiron playing 3v4 without Major Mully or Queen Brown Sugar. Instead, subbing for them is Sizzling Shotout. So we're going to look on board with him. He just falls through the ground for some reason as he died. And of course, we have that 3-second respawn delay on Domination that he's waiting for. And so far, Gridiron struggling as they have about half as many points as ZaNe.
Yeah, and ZaNe Blue currently on a 6 kill streak, having his Hellstorm and Lightning Strike available, and is almost at his AGR. Is the AGR available to use, or is it banned?
The AGR is, to my knowledge, not available to use, and hopefully, if he would be to earn that, he would not use that.
Yeah, because if he does use that, isn't it a forfeit? So
that would be, it would be a forfeit in the case of if he used it. However, we did see Breezy at one point run a UAV and then not use the UAV. So in that case, it was okay just as long as he did not use it.
Because he is a newer player, so he might not have looked at the rules as much. And
so ignore everything that we've said about the AGR. The AGR is actually an allowed score streak. We have checked some rules, and the AGR is allowed. He has just earned the AGR. So Blue likely can get that AGR out. Maybe he'll wait until the second round, as that would be, in my opinion, a better idea. Especially when they have the double cap right now.
Yeah, currently, ZaNe, with the double cap, Blue just does get taken down to going 8-1, and Recoil is on a current 4 streak. I haven't seen ZaNe play, and I would like to see how this plays out, because I think, to my knowledge, most of them are using submachine guns.
And we got Gridiron all over B. Gridiron's all over B, and they do take B. Gridiron fights back towards B.
Let's check in on Sizzling Shutout. He is currently using the Remington, and his core store streaks are the UAV, which is banned, the Hellstorm, and
he
the
just used the UAV. He just used the UAV.
So, is that
so
a
we are ending the match. That is a forfeit for Gridiron as the UAV was used.
Ooh.
We just had our first forfeit ever. Sizzling Shotout accidentally using that UAV, not aware that he could not use the UAV. So he used the UAV, and it cost him the game. It was a banned score streak. So here we go, Search and Destroy on Hijacked, and a chance for Gridiron to maybe redeem themselves. Still playing 3v4, but in Search and Destroy, it's a little bit more manageable because it's a slower paced game.
And Sizzling Shutout just gets 2 kills out of the 4 needed, and Face Shot just got the 3rd kill. Only 1 left on the ZaNe team. Let's see if ZaNe Paul could maybe pull this out, clutch it, but we have to find out. It's currently a 2v1 situation, and ZaNe Paul is using ANFR, but he does get taken down by Face Shot using Scorpion.
Yep, Face Shot picking up a round winner for them as they try to get that redemption coming into the second game of the series, and hopefully trying to force that 3rd round and maybe actually pull off a win in this series after, you know, maybe what could be considered an embarrassing move using that UAV. But if you're not aware, you know, you're not aware, but we can't let it slide.
I think ZaNe Blue just timed out because he is not on the leaderboard. And
Ooh.
it did say timed out earlier. So now it is a current 3v3 situation instead of 3v4. So there's no advantage or / disadvantage to anyone.
And the odds continue to tip in the favor of Gridiron. And we're just going to hop on board and get mics in with him.
I told him.
Sizzling Shutout currently on a 3 kill streak, running the MSMC with the riot shield on his back, so he doesn't not get shot from behind.
Yeah, 2v3 now. ZaNe down 1 player, and they are on the defense.
Yeah, and I think that sizzling shutout might be the MVP for this game. Oh, and he does get taken down by ZaNe Paul, but
ZaNe Paul, oh, could he get the second kill? No, ZaNe Paul goes down 2v1. We're going to take a look at Real Conqueror on the 1 score streak, running that Riot Shield that he seems to use so well. And, ooh, there you go. Face Shot takes out Recoil, and boom, they're up 2-0.
Yeah, I think that because of that, ZaNe Blue, I think his name was, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think ZaNe Blue, because he left, I think the odds have been tipped into a more fair game because there's no 4v4.
And is this what did I just see what I'm believing? Major Mully connecting for Gridiron?
We were getting smacked.
Now it is a 4v3.
And we're gonna drop our mics in with them as they just
we got one on the
just greet Major Mully dropping in on their roster, and a loud player, a regular player for them that we've seen in the past.
There's one. Yeah, there's one in dining room. Might be two.
Okay, tell me when someone comes your way, and then I'll
Hey,
just
there's
like
one in
pop out
dining room.
an SMC.
I think ZaNe might, it's against their favor. It was originally for them, but since their team timed out, and a Major Mully joined in, I think this could tip into Gridiron's favor.
Yeah, I think we should get our mics in with ZaNe next round and see what they're thinking, because they have got to be just losing it right now as the odds are tipping out of their favor. But the only one left alive is Fame. Oh, and he can't pull off that kill against Face Shot, and some real trouble for ZaNe here as Gridiron, as the odds just continue to tip in their favor. Just continuing.
Yeah.
First it was they win the first round, then they get their 4th player. No, before that even ZaNe lost their 4th player, then they get their 4th player, and things have just really turned around for them.
Yeah, I really think this probably will affect them. Let's go into game chat and see what they're talking about.
You can't just get someone new in.
Alternately talking
There's
about
a guy
if
that
people
keeps
time out,
going
they
up
cannot
top.
turn back. But I guess he does not know the rule that other teammates can join back in the middle of main.
Yeah, ZaNe Paul seeming confused, not aware that Major Mully is on the Gridiron roster. Major Mully may be like the hidden weapon here on the team for Gridiron.
Currently going 0-0, didn't get any kills, no deaths last game, but he's just getting warm from his teammates. I think Major Mully will be that one, the hidden bullet that will just
the hidden gem.
go in and swoop down and kill everyone.
And I'm seeing a bit of lag by Gridiron, but they do pick up the kills anyways. Back-to-back kills, and then there it is, 4 wins, and they're just gonna. There's the lag by Real Conqueror, but he pulls off the kill anyways, as his connection comes back up. He had been talking earlier in the night of connection problems too, so this is really not much of a surprise when you're playing online like this.
Currently an 0v4 situation. Gridiron having that 4, ZaNe having that 0. Let's see if Gridiron can pull off this sweep of 0v6, or if ZaNe can come back and maybe win a couple rounds, or win the entire thing. Hopefully they might be able to get ZaNe Blue back in so that's more of a fair game style, but we will have to see.
Yes, as the rules state, Blue can join back. However, because he disconnected after the first kill, we cannot restart the game. But he can join back late, just as Mully joined back in the second game of the series, just as pretty much a surprise to everybody. Paul goes down, and it is now just one. Oh, Blue reconnecting, and he'll reconnect dead late in this round.
This might be it might be a little bit too late because of this 0v4 situation. Or a 4v0.
So, Fame picks up a kill. Fame picked up a kill with the Semtex, but it wasn't enough. But we're now going to be seeing a 4v4 as the connection loss, reconnection gain has just been the craziest part about what has otherwise been a lopsided game. And we're going to have to take a look at ZaNe and hear what they're saying about Blue and that connection once this round starts up.
I think this is a very crazy round. I've never seen a team forfeit and then a bunch of players leave and join back from this. This seems to be a very interesting series.
They got 2 Riot Shielders, guys. Remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like ZaNe Blue might connect
ZaNe Blue's problems are continuing. Connection interrupted, and we're going to switch players over to Fame.
ZaNe Blue timed out again.
ZaNe Blue out again. Couldn't even make it through another round. And the trouble continues for ZaNe as they are down 0-5. Now facing a 2v2 We're going to hop on board with Face Shot on an 8-kill streak in Search and Destroy. Still holding in the Hellstorm, though I can't believe he's not using it. It is possibly the last round of the game. He's not going to use the Hellstorm. He is 8-0. What a boss.
This is a crazy round. I've never seen a 4v3 situation end in a forfeit, and then it turns into 3v3, and then a 3v4. This has been an extremely interesting round, and I really wonder if they're going to get the 6-0 sweep, or...
And, ooh, 2v1 now. War Machine for Face Shot.
20 on a 9-kill
40 seconds left. Oh, game over anyways.
Oh, sweep.
Face Shot, I believe that is... I believe that's a 10-0 for Face Shot.
Yeah, 10-0 right here. That's crazy. Well, see here, Gridiron ties it up with ZaNe. It is 1v1 for both rounds from a 3v4 situation where Gridiron had to forfeit, and then Gridiron pulls it back with a 6-0 sweep.
ZaNe versus Gridiron, with Gridiron losing the first game because of Shot's UAV, but they came back in Search and Destroy when Major Mully joined the game late, and they ended up winning it 6-0. And now with Blue disconnected for ZaNe, Stinger coming in as the sub, and this has been a crazy series. And it's 1-1 overtime game, demolition on raid.
Yeah, and obviously the first thing ever happens is Major Mully commits suicide, so that's an interesting feature. But it has, I agree with you, it has been absolutely a crazy game. I've never seen something like this happen in a Call of Duty competitive league. I've never seen anything like it.
And it particularly shows how the online comes into play as we see players disconnecting, reconnecting, and you know, it hadn't happened prior to this. We hadn't had any problems, but now we're seeing some big problems with connections as we drop on board with Recoil. His team not with that plant down yet, but they do still have 2 minutes, and Recoil going to pull a plant here.
Alright, on B, and Paul, Recoil, Face Shot, Real Conqueror, and Sizzling all have 1 kill. Sizzling actually gets 2 right there, with ZaNe Paul getting taken down. And is the 3-second delay coming into effect in this game?
The 3-second delay is already in effect for the respawns, and we see Recoil picking up a kill with getting that RCXD as he tries to defend B.
I think the way Recoil is playing is very interesting, because I haven't seen anyone using any hiding tactics lately and pull it off. I've seen everyone, you know, rushing around, using some tactics and talking, but I've never seen his kind of playstyle in this game mode.
12 seconds left. 7. Countdown coming. Oh, he picks up that kill, and I think Recoil pretty much has this demolition just absolutely secured, and there he gets it along with a lightning strike for the points that he gets for that.
And he's currently working on his Warthog, seeing if he can get that kill streak and maybe hopefully use it against Gridiron. And it's been a really balanced game here. Recoil going on a 4-kill streak and Face Shot going on a 4-kill streak.
Yeah, Face Shot coming off of that 10-0 Search and Destroy game, and definitely, you know, bringing some heat here.
Recoil currently using his lightning strike, picked up that RCX kill earlier, and doesn't get any kill with the lightning strike. But I think Recoil is probably their star player so far, 5-0, going for his lightning strike, hopefully picking that up, and then could use that for his advantage team. But it's been a completely crazy series, and I wonder which team will come out with this, because it looks like a fair game so far. Oh,
take a look at Mullally, who joined late. Taking a look at him. Not joining late this game, but joining late last game in that Search and Destroy game. When we go on board with him, the usual M8 with the red dot sight. Somewhat predictable, as we've said, you know, a somewhat predictable amount of times. And 2 minutes left here, as they're going to need to pull something on A if you're ZaNe. We're going to take a look at Paul, going to try and sneak up through the center divoted room. And nope, okay, yep, they're all going to rush from down the stairs, it looks like. Nope, oh, Paul watching his teammate go down right in front of the stairs, and he knows somebody's around there, and he gets hit from the right instead.
Currently Sizzling Shadows on a 3-kill streak, camping in the a house that seems pretty popular for snipers in pub games, and currently I guess it's working out for him because he is using that house to his advantage and completely helping his team out by covering with that 3-kill streak. hopefully
Yeah.
getting that RCXD so we can use it
This,
again.
if you're ZaNe, this whole zone is locked down. You need to approach it from the back, and Stinger doing that right there, picking up the building kill by approaching from the back. But he goes down now to Major Mully, who's hiding out at the basketball court.
Yeah, and I think Major Mully and his team of Gridiron really has this A lockdown. I think
Yeah.
even if 1 or 2 players go down, they can still hold it off, and hopefully they won't get the plant. And
I
Major
feel like-
Mully obviously has a care package.
Oh, recoil sneaking up now. Very sneaky recoil. Oh, taken out from the back. I don't think at first he was noticed, but then eventually they did see him, and it looks like Sizzling has went down. Yes, he has went down, so he's no longer in that top building. So they no longer have that secured, but he's just gonna rush straight in. And ooh, Sizzling Shadow goes down. And take a look at Paul, and his team needs to really hurry it up here. About 30 seconds left, and it's going to take about 10 of that just to get the plant down. So they really need to pick up the pace here. Stinger just going select fire. Oh, runs on top of the Semtex, and that's what happens when you get in too much of a hurry like this. And oh, and this is over. This round is over. Well, I think in Demolition, especially on Raid, I think it's easier to defend. So we'll see how this ends up going. Because I feel like...
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Oh, it's a very linear map, so it's not that hard to defend. And there's a lot of these key points, with, like that house and the bar, that you can just defend easily. And since it's such an open map over by that pool, it's really hard to sneak up on the bomb and plant it. And if you got that team locked down there already, then it's a really hard map to finish out and clear out to get that bomb plant, especially at A and B, because both A and B have those wide open areas that it's hard to get.
Right, that's what I was going to mention.
A lot more wide than B.
There are so many lookout points, and we have 2 care packages coming in for Gridiron, and let's see what we got here. We've got an RCXD, and I believe that was... What was that? That was a... I didn't actually see it. Hunter Killer, I'm hearing. A Hunter Killer coming out, and Real Conquer eating that RCXD. So low streaks, but the Hunter Killer, valuable as it is, banned.
Is the Hunter Killer banned?
Yes, but he got it from a care package, so it was allowed.
Oh, okay. So it is allowed, okay. I thought that it was banned, or I thought that he got it from his actual score streak, and I was about to say...
ZaNe needs to make a move on B, but they really can't. Nobody particularly over there, and it seems like they've just given up on B, and they're just going to try and hold out on A, and A being that easy one to hold out on, so we'll see if they can hold this off on A. Oh, plant goes down on A. Back to back, and
the Hellstorm
ZaNe...
missile, that is going to kill their entire team.
Ooh, yes, they were all over that, and Face Shot takes them all out. Now they got to get back. 30 seconds left. We're going to get on board with Paul, going to run down through the basketball court, and he's got to be on the run right now. He's got to make a move, and he gets Face Shot. That's a big kill. Face Shot being a big player for them, but he's got to watch that top balcony. Yep, they got guys in the top balcony, and there's Sizzling Shadow taking him out of the top balcony.
Yeah, Face Shot currently going 22-8, and I think this round is over.
This round is over. Yep, Gridiron is going to take this.
When they do take it now, and that was the tiebreaker. Gridiron going 2-1 over ZaNe, and that was an astonishing 3 rounds I've ever witnessed in Call of Duty Competitive League history.
Yes,
and that was just completely outstanding on Gridiron's part.
Gridiron making up for that UAV mistake early in the series, and they do come out with the win.